Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'd like to do a follow-up on one of the videos I posted a couple weeks ago called Please Don't Do This to Them. I wanted to share with you a comment that I received. I initially found it a little bit snarky, so I did not reply to it. And upon waiting a little while and going back to it, I saw something that I thought could be used as a learning opportunity for myself, and I wanted to share that with you guys, as well as a few other comments from other livestock guardian dog owners. So let's check it out. And before we get started with the comment, I wanted to give you guys a follow-up on Bo's nose. On my last video, I shared with you guys that he had a little case of ORF, also known as sore mouth, on his nose. It's gone through kind of the process of spreading and opening, and now it's finally started to scab over and on its way to healing. The skin underneath looks very fresh and new, which is a good sign. So he's doing well and on the mend. So let's take a look at this comment here that was left on that video. So they are livestock guardian dogs, working dogs, and they do have thousands of years of genetics that have been running through their blood for a long time. When I first read that comment, like I had mentioned, I couldn't tell if they were being snarky or just kind of off the cuff, assuming that it had only been hundreds of years rather than thousands. I actually kind of doubted myself for a second and didn't reply to the comment and just left it. Went and looked and, real quick Google search, and basically the first thing that came up said, they've been around for thousands of years. So I left it alone. I never went back to it. However, it didn't leave my mind. And I thought, I try to answer everyone's comments, whether it's just a heart and a like. I do value people's comments on here, so I appreciate it. So I went back to respond, and I found a little bit of a thread underneath that comment. And there were probably about 5 or 6 different exchanges between the initial poster and I think a couple of people. And so I really felt an obligation to do my best to clarify that information, especially after reading the last reply from the initial commenter, which is this. And we're back to deflection. The comment was about genes. Modern shepherd breeds go back at best several hundred years. The oldest breed in the AKC are possibly 200 to 300 years old. So given that this person mentioned AKC, I thought, what better way to verify information? Maybe they know something that I don't or anybody else. So I did go to the AKC website and looked up both Anatolian Shepherd and Great Pyrenees, which is what my dogs are a cross of. And this is what I found. Anatolian Shepherd dog history, livestock guardian and protector. Anatolians descend from some of the oldest known domestic canine bloodlines. This lends the breed a sense of timelessness, a no-frills, untouched quality that takes us back 6,000 years to the Bronze Age. Anatolians are smart, devoted, responsive, and adaptable. Okay, let's go check out the Great Pyrenees history from pasture to palaces. Thousands of years ago in the mountains of Asia Minor, the area which include modern-day Turkey, this breed's ancestors played vital roles in human survival. These livestock guardian dogs helped shepherds keep valuable flocks safe. Eventually, some of these large, usually white dogs trekked westward with owners and flocks. So, I'm not sure how you guys took that information. I would love to hear what your thoughts are below on that, because I do value people's opinions and comments and experiences being shared, and I do express that all the time below. However, I will say going forward on any of my videos, if there is anything on there that is derogatory or, in spite of other people's opinions or feelings on there, I will delete it. I don't want to have a negative channel. I don't want to have an area where people are arguing or anything like that. And like I said, this person may not have meant that at all. I'm not sure. Sometimes it's hard to tell through text and comments, but I just thought I would do my best to verify what I can for information so that we keep, the information that I share as accurate as possible for people that have said that they have found it helpful and resourceful. On a lighter note, I did want to share 3 other comments that I kind of picked. There were some amazing comments on this video, guys. I really, like I said, I do appreciate them very much. And I've read them all, and hopefully I have replied to all of them, or at least acknowledged them with a thumbs up and a heart. But I picked a few out of here that kind of stuck out. There were a lot that stuck out, but I didn't want to fill up the whole video with all the comments, but I chose 3 that I really appreciated people sharing, and I wanted to share them with you guys. And I hope you enjoy them. Here you go. When I first got Anatolians years ago, I took them to puppy classes, and probably the best advice I got from the classes was to get them used to being touched all over and letting me open their mouths to look around. First time I tried, even on my 12-week-old Anatolian puppies at the time, they both growled and snapped at me, but after a few times giving them treats, after doing so, they got completely comfortable with it. Without this kind of training, with them simple visits to the vet could have been very hard for my dogs, I think. I have a friend with a male Anatolian, and he can't even take them to the vet without having him being basically tranquilized because he never did any kind of training to get him used to the whole process. So this is part of the segment that I said to, keep them socialized, that there were a lot of old information out there that said if you keep them isolated, it makes them better livestock guardian dogs. We got a Caucasian Ovcharka rescue in our 60s and have been around dogs my whole life. Charlie is the most undog I have ever been around. You need patience. He did not mature until he was 3. You need patience. He will do it when he is ready or thinks it was his idea. You need patience. Because at 150 plus pounds, you must have a working relationship with the dog. Positive reinforcement over discipline. Oh, and if you don't like fur in your butter, get a different dog. So this was in reference to size does not equal maturity for these dogs. They take a really long time to mature. They are just really gigantic puppies for a really long time, typically to about 24 months old. But in this case here, he was 3. Really great video. Regarding number 4, I think I have a dog that is a 50-50 Anatolian Shepherd Border Collie mix. Fortunately, only 75 pounds, but especially when I first got her before I worked with a trainer to deal with her behaviors, she demonstrated really intense, unpredictable behavior with both prey and guardian drives that were very, very hard to manage. She went through 3 panes of glass trying to get at people and dogs walking by the house. She and I are great together now, and she taught me so much, but yeah, I agree. Don't interbreed LGDs with other breeds. You don't know what you'll get. So this was in response to one of my points about do not mix these livestock guardian dogs with non-livestock guardian dogs. And it's just a matter of size and prey drive that your dog could acquire from a dog that has a stronger prey drive than they do, and be the size of, Charlie, who's 150 pounds. In conclusion, I just want to say that I've mentioned this on any video that is about my livestock guardian dogs and sharing information about them. Everything I do share, yes, some of it is based off of my own experience, my observation, bringing in that information and coming up with my own conclusion. Some of it is from what I've read. Some of it is what I've seen from other people's experiences who have the dogs. So like I have mentioned many times in my videos, if I say something, I don't want to come off as an expert. I'm always taking an opportunity to learn, just like I did with reevaluating my knowledge from that comment, someone challenging the amount of years those dogs have been around. I don't mind doing that, and I always will. So I appreciate at any time if someone hears something that they feel otherwise or have some experience about that doesn't seem accurate. I am always open to hear it. I'm humbled by that and always looking to learn. So please share what you know, and I hope this helps everyone, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Take care.